who's been a regular for this club now going all the way back to 2021. He has just a goal and 2 assists this season, but Taylor Calera, the 66th overall pick out of UMBC, has 5 goals and 3 assists in 10 starts this season. On the flank to his left, Ronald Arevalo has... And that one will count, finally underway between Toronto and NYCFC. As I mentioned, 2 matches. It's been a regular now 3 years running for NYCFC II. 43 starts the last 2 years. This is his 7th start this year. So a milestone 50th start tonight for the center back Sam Owusu. All the way back again for Di Rosario. To being drafted in the 2nd round of 2022. Untested so far. The NYC goalkeeper. He'd prefer to keep it that way. Rogopoulos. Owusu caught playing with Edwards, takes it away, but a late whistle from our referee negates it. Tiao. Nifty little flick on from Arevalo, and he draws the foul. Swinger from Ariave. Shout for a handball there from New York. And it actually goes against New York. Di Rosario blasts it long now for that brief heart-in-your-throat moment for Toronto. Altobelli in behind for Edwards, a great ball through. Edwards centers, offside flag comes up, denying Charlie Sharp a 5th goal on the season. Sharp was onside. It was Edwards on that initial ball through who was off. Right there, the assistant referee deemed Edwards was in behind Owusu. Still Jacob Ariave. Edwards puts the hands in the air to show he's got no fistful of jersey. Dangerous spot to have gotten called for a foul there. He wanted to ensure he didn't. Relatively quiet Wednesday night here at MLS Next Pro. Getting into the heart of the season now. At that halfway tipping point nearly. We start keeping more and more of an eye on the standings, and Perlman seeking long over the top for Charlie Sharp, who timed his run. He's onside. Sharp has already found the net tonight. It was offside. Steady land. Sharp. It back for Dumitru. And away from the ball, a foul called against Toronto. Toronto, for the first time, looking to get out in transition. They've typically been methodical in possession. It's through for Edwards, and a great tackle put in by Owusu. Corner for the home side. Set play here for Toronto. Look at the setup off the corner. Altobelli weaves in, takes a dive there. Play continues around it. Sharp was offside. Arevalo. Outside for Tiao. Centered. Cleared by Perlman. Kick. Arevalo. Carrizo over the top. Elias able to save it. Went over the line. Get it under control. Go with it. Inside. Right. Goes to Heiji. Zimmermancic, Edwards, and now they go. Nathaniel Edwards. Julian Altobelli goes for a goal. Altobelli has it gobbled up by Meyer. Here's Calera. He hasn't had a clean look yet, and he won't here either. Offside. Sharp, a great touch into space. Sharp goes for goal, but it's right at Meyer once again. Late foul call here in favor of New York. Referee wanted to see if any advantage materialized. There wasn't really one. And Altobelli picks up a yellow card. Drop back for Elias. Trying to slip it back through for Ariave. It's one back now. Calera looking at goal. Calera! Out of nothing, it's something for New York. Their first shot on goal is Calera's 6th goal of the season, and they lead 1-0 on the road. Just a broken down play at the edge of the 18. It finds Calera. He's flat-footed as he strikes it. Gets enough power on it. That's 6 goals and 3 assists by New York. The difference right now, and play on as Altobelli goes down, is what the referee indicates. He thought he had won a penalty, and he's going to get a yellow for simulation. And that's his 2nd of the match. So Julian Altobelli, the captain of Toronto, has been sent off. The methodology of his 2 yellow cards, delaying the restart and simulation on a dive. 43 minutes in, New York gets the goal. Altobelli goes down on this dive, deems the referee, and it's a 2nd yellow. And away we go in the 2nd half. Glad to have you with us this evening. Replaces Andre Dumitru. Your 3 changes at the break for Toronto. Leaves them with 2 remaining as they're down a man. No changes on the New York side of things. Centers it. It's settled by Elias, but for a moment. Really returning the favor there as Elias assisted on the first goal. Edwards through for Sharp, tried to roll it along cleverly for Hassan Ayari. New York the other way. And it slipped through for Aravalo, floats it over the top for Calera. A goal already for Calera, make it 2! New York leads by a pair. Calera responsible for both. That's 7 for him on the season. Perfectly executed counter. 4. Centered for Aravalo, who goes for goal, and nearly popping out of the hands of Di Rosario. Ayari, now Edwards. Trying to lay it back off for Simmermancic. Ayari finds Simmermancic to the end line, puts it in front, and his near post, a strong Will Meyer knocks it out for a corner. From the corner, the way to Simmermancic. Is again, and he'll probably have to be more involved now. Down a man. There's Sharp. Simmermancic, even go with Sharp, tries to get it back. Simmermancic with it again, took a deflection, and Meyer has it. In the Eastern Conference, as you parse through the tiebreakers, they might not actually necessarily be the 3rd place team in the live table, but there would be 3 teams tied with 22 points each. Behind for Ariave. Doesn't quite get there, but wins the throw for New York. Dangerous giveaway by Olguin. Playing centrally out of the back. Here comes New York to make it 3. It's saved by Di Rosario, denying Aravalo. Arroyave, end line. Sharp, flag stays down, Sharp centers. Ayari. After that triple change they made at halftime, Daquan Barrow will come on for Theo Rigopoulos. Yellow shown. Identical 2-0 score lines right now. Barrow on for Rigopoulos, and also a change now for NYCFC. That'll be the end of the evening for Jacob Arroyave. He's replaced by Julian Latcher. There's Barrow, goes for a goal. Substitute trying to make a difference. In the midfield for Toronto despite the 2-0 deficit. Here he is again, Zimmerman-Cheech. 10 starts, 2 goals, and an assist coming into the day. 2 goals and 5 assists last season. Batiz curls it in. Second goal came 7 minutes later in the 50th, starting the second half of the bang. It's been the same scoreline for the 24 minutes that have followed. A change here though with a set piece coming for Toronto. They desperately need one now. Got a lot of options in the middle, as if it will be across from Ayari. Ayari goes for a goal to near post, instead tries to sneak it past Meyer, who seemed to think what I was thinking. That would be corner curled in, the header saved by Meyer, his best of the evening. For you on MLS Season Pass, MLS Next Cup, where champions are crowned and top talent shine bright in the MLS player pathway. Change coming now for New York. Floated long up toward Barrow, and the header's over the bar. Found that first tally that would really put the pressure on New York. Close now a couple of times. Latcher keeps it in. Has Ruiz open. Latcher still goes for a goal, and it's the exclamation point for New York. 3-0. That magic number shows up yet again. Game after game after game now in this next pro season. They are producing at least 3 per match at will since the beginning of May. Did well to just keep this ball in. Julian Latcher to the sideline. On the top toward Catavolo, and it'll barrel in as an own goal against New York. So they get their third. Toronto gets one right back, and that might bring us to the final whistle. It's the only blemish on the day for NYCFC II. Last comes off of the shoulder. Nico Jachansky. And there it is. New York wins a 3rd match in a row. It's 5 straight now in which they've scored at least 3 goals. They're clicking on all cylinders.